Welcome back to the semifinals match of CoolStuffCon Dallas Duel Commander. I am once again XJ Cloud, joined by returning cast Jason from Duelcom US.
Hello, I'm pretty excited to see this match. I know you did some recording with Andrew, aka Dualcast MTG, but we get to see him playing Peter Parker against Glarb, who is this guy's name is Jesse. He's from Oklahoma. Um, I only know that because I had to report on all these results, and my as you may know, my cohort in Dualcom US, Richard, is like the committee member that I have in my back pocket. No, just kidding. That works with me very closely, and so he was like, "All right, we got to get this info and this info." So this is Jesse from Oklahoma, and that's Andrew, aka Dualcast MTG.
Yeah, Andrew was mentioned in last round that all three, the three people that caravanned to this event from Oklahoma, all made top 8.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crazy. Hope to see them at more events like Duel for Duels in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, Labor Day weekend, September 4th. Hope to see you all
and
there.
Like CoolStuffCon Orlando, Sunday, November 1st, $1,500 first place, a 5K Dual Commander tournament. So if you can make it to one, why not make it to both?
You know? Heck yeah. But for now, I'm excited to watch this match. Glarb is a deck that I both love and hate theoretically, because I'm a big frog guy, but also I'm a big Doomsday hater, so I don't really know where I want to stand on this deck.
So I'm deathly afraid of frogs, and I hate putting this on the internet. But I have a massive phobia of frogs to the point that to the point that my lovely wife had to pick up a frog that somehow made it into our bedroom, and I could not stop screaming because it touched me, and I was done. And I'm a grown man, so Glarb is an animated frog, and the more I think of him being a frog, the more I hate him.
Now I'm feeling bad for my playmat choice in our match in round 2.
Maybe that's how you got me. Maybe that's how you. It was the psychological aspect.
Yeah,
no. I have a pretty good way mentally of tuning it out, I think. But I don't like Glarb. Glarb was actually, you and Glarb were my only 2 losses in the event, which kind of sucked. But hey, do what you can do. But yeah, so ended up playing Glarb. This guy is a really good player. Yeah. I mean, he's very methodical, and the Glarb build, like you said, is a Doomsday feature. Is actually such a like inspiring deck, I guess. One of our guys that made it to top 8, AJ, he actually has a Glarb deck that we've played against on Dualcom US, and it turns out the Mighty Thor against Glarb is a pretty funny matchup that hopefully will be on video soon. But you've seen me play Ant-Man against it. That's a video that's up right now. And all right, so we're starting off. We have a Surveil Land on Glarb side and a 1-drop Ocelot Pride.
Ocelot Pride, yeah.
Yeah. It's a little glary, but hey,
especially with Andrew's all foil deck.
Yeah.
His deck is beautiful. We got to see the entire thing because of his broken sleeve mishap in the quarterfinals and re-sleeving it. We caught all of it on camera, so we got to see his beautiful deck.
I remember him re-sleeving it, but that all got caught on camera too?
Yeah, it was in the middle of game 1 that it happened, so he played through the rest of game 1 and then re-sleeved for game 2.
Good thing that the finals aren't timed.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder why they did that.
It's so easy to just kind of sit back a little bit. Duel Commander is such a time-intensive format that once you're in these untimed rounds, it's a little bit easier to...
Oh, for sure. I wish more events were untimed. However, nobody would ever go home. They would just be stuck there forever. But I'm a big fan of whenever I've topped 8, loving the fact that I don't have to worry about time anymore and being able to just relax a little bit more.
We have another land go. Very classic, not really doing anything from the bug control side. A little surprised to see this like fully connect. Just no removal spells, nothing in the tank.
Yeah, no.
Maybe just to
Kill spell,
counter spell
no.
for the 2-drop or something, maybe. We have a surveil.
Could be you're trying to set up better guard, maybe.
Now, Andrew was telling me that he hates this matchup. Glarb is just a big brick wall in and of itself. 2/4 Death Toucher is just really hard to attack through, and that makes a lot of sense to me. Like based on the
Peter Parker wants to go wide more than it does want to go tall, or it doesn't have much evasion, I think, in the long run of things.
Tamio here.
So it is hard to get through a 2/4 Death Toucher. So he surveilled Tamio away, which is okay. So he was setting up for the Malcolm.
Yeah,
that makes sense,
Tamio's
I guess.
A really good value card in a matchup that is a lot about value, but he might be like worried about lands. His current mana base is plains, whatever the blue-white surveil is, so maybe he's like down on green sources. Meticulous art. We get a plow on the Malcolm. Good to cash in your removal spells against the It's kind of creature light.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think I might have saved the plow for Glarb because Malcolm is tough, but Malcolm I think is an easier deal with than. Is that a Voice of Victory? I believe that's a Voice of Victory.
And it's no longer a Voice of Victory.
And a Spell Snare.
I imagine that was probably sitting in the hand last turn, too.
Yeah. Makes sense. So he takes 2, gains 1. And it looks like Andrew might be...
Maybe got a land? Thinking about it?
Is it a tap land? No, it's I don't know what that is.
Beseiju, I want to guess.
Beseiju.
Makes sense how he's thinking about it. Beseiju is a nice point of interaction here because on top of the Doomsday stuff that Glarb has, there is also the the 4-drop blue card.
Thought Lash.
There we go. Thought Lash. That's the one. I never remember the name of Thought Lash, but it's a nice.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I lost to this Glarb player because of Thought Lash and Jace, and now I have a Thought Lash and Jace deck myself.
Thought Lash is a real messed up card.
Especially when your opponent can just, he swamp cycled the troll.
Yep.
So then he's gonna crack the marsh flats.
Probably
go get. Yeah, the other surveil lands, maybe like undercity sewers. But yeah, Glarb is a very good setup because it can, there's undercity sewers, can just create this wall, like Andrew said, and just hold up so much defense. So whenever it gets to the point of cool, I have 12 mana, I guess I'll just win the game now.
And the really cool interaction with, you literally just said the name of the Thought Lash. There we go. The Thought Lash Glarb is that Glarb lets you play off the top of the 4 CMC plus permanents off the top of your deck. Or cards off the top of your deck. So Thought Lash lets you exile all of your cards for free that you want to, one at a time. So you can just, if you resolve the Glarb and you resolve the Thought Lash and you have 4 mana, you can just dig down your Jace, play the Jace, and then just dig down the rest of your deck and plus the Jace and just combo kill that way.
Right.
Looks like he surveils away Snapcaster Mage, makes sense. Nothing super enticing in the graveyard. I think he's looking for things to control this board state with. Maybe like a toxic.
Imagine this is where exactly.
Damnation.
A damnation, toxic deluge. Honestly, in Strixhaven, I don't know if anybody's really playing it, but it's called Withering Curse, I think. And
we're talking about the kind of Pernicious Deed / Toxic Deluge card, or a different one?
Yes. If you gain life, it destroys all creatures, but otherwise it's -2/-2.
I'm thinking of the 4-drop pay X life, destroy all non-land permanents, or maybe it's destroy all creatures, artifacts, enchantments of mana value X or less.
It's artifacts and creatures, and it's Vicious Rivalry.
That one kills me every time. It's Cloud. Hard card to play around.
Yep, trust me. It's every Tassiger deck every Wednesday when I play Duel Commander here in Florida because, man, they do not like going against Quintorius, I'll tell you that.
We see a Badgermole Cub here.
All right, so Badgermole Cub,
but,
and he's going to turn the surveil.
it's already kind of like brick walled by just the Stassinger. We tap it for 2 mana.
Yeah, well, yes. So yeah, he's pointing out that it's giving him 2 mana.
We get something. Peter Parker, nothing. Celebrating that birthing ritual, I want to say.
I think it is birthing ritual. That's kind of also Peter Parker's biggest hit too. Is that hits him so many combo pieces.
These past couple of rounds, they just really flexed the power of the birthing pod / Neoform / Eldritch Evolution part of the deck. It's really, really powerful.
Yeah. So birthing ritual is a little bit different because it only lets you look at the top 7, I think.
I would have guessed like 10, but he just piled out exactly 7. So
yeah,
you get to look at the top 7 and then decide if you want to sack a creature and then birthing pod it into one of the creatures with exactly one. No, it's not exactly 1 CMC. It's you could birthing pod it into anything that CMC.
No,
or 1 higher.
Is it 1 up?
Yeah, but you're allowed to go down. I think you can like sack your Badgermal Cup here and get like a 1-drop if you really want to. I believe.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So it's not quite just birthing pod. It's ritual getting passed around. It has 400 lines of text.
Yeah. I think if my opponent plays something like this, I'm like, give me a second.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need to read
like
this
4 times and figure it out. All these Modern Horizons cards.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. Some of these cards with their text on it are like reading a book.
Ranger Captain of Eos. Makes sense, just extract more value here.
Oh, we see a wash away going to the bottom. That's gotta hurt a little bit.
I think we're doing this. We're resolving this properly because rather than just immediately go searching, it looks like we like a stifle effect.
Oof.
Tails end on the Ranger Captain trigger. It's not your favorite play in the world. Like it's okay, but like you're still staring down a bunch of stuff on board. I guess he's really scared of Guide Pride getting online.
Right, and I think that's where Ranger Captain can kind of go crazy and go get some removal piece or Felia even or something like that. Just
Glarb time.
Here's
now Glarb is you can play lands or cards with CMC 4 or greater from the top, and you can look at your top card library at any time, and then he taps to Surveil 2.
Yep. And he has Death Touch.
And he's 2/4 Death Touch.
Because it's not good enough with all the other text. 2/4 Death Touch is necessary.
Real strong one.
Wizards, let me design some cards. Let me give you some advice.
And we do see Glarb really going up the board state here. Usually, Peter Parker really wants to just be turning sideways every turn. We had this turn on Ocelot Pride, but just blocked by just these huge ground creatures. Yeah,
and it's also kind of tough because he's land shy, I think.
Yeah, I think he missed at least drop last turn. Ephemerate the Ranger Captain. Definitely seems like
that's pretty good.
A Guide Pride angle. But unless we have another creature to gain the initial life,
makes sense.
We don't get the train on for your Guide Pride play. Does he have City's Blessing at this point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
That's what I was literally just counting. I think he's 1 short.
I think we cast this Pride and we have City's Blessing, but we would still need to gain life before the end step. Obviously, the Birthing Ritual could put another creature in play and trigger the guide, but at that point we've missed the Ocelot Pride trigger window.
Right. So I think his best hope is maybe he has like a Dryad Arbor in hand.
Or just like
I don't know if he even plays that.
He probably has Dryad Arbor for the green sun, but just any mana dork would be able to trigger the Pride, make 2 extra cats here, and start being able to jump your creatures. But I mean, worst case, you get to gain the 1 life.
No, I
go off with the Ephemerate next turn.
Now I can't tell what the opponent has up right now. Is that the underground mortuary that he
Yeah,
has?
looks like
I
he's
think.
just got green black. Doesn't look like we have any counter magic here. Tap for white.
Hmm.
Yeah, looks like the Glar player only has 3 cards in hand, but the Glar being in play also means that we got kind of 4
Right.
cards in hand.
For
Glar
sure.
represents a lot of
I also
card
think
advantages for
that
hitting lands.
I also think this might be just reading into certain players may do this differently, but whenever I see a player put their hand down like that and just leave it alone, not touch it, not really look at it, I kind of go in my head of like, oh, they're F6. Like, and maybe that's a wrong read. It's not always the best, but it just gives off a defeated energy or like, oh, you're not going to do anything right now.
Yeah, it definitely depends. I think I do it a lot when I've like already planned out like what I'm going to do, and I'll have like the instant that I'm going to cast on the top of the face down like stack, and I'll just like flip it over when I'm going to cast it. But it depends player to
Yeah.
player. But also like if you're on this board state and you have just an underground mortuary in play, you probably don't have a lot of action to be casting this turn. And we see Sylvan Safekeeper hit, so now it is like starting to feel like Wrath or Bust.
Okay.
We've gummed up the works a lot here. And now we have this
Right. Absolutely.
protected Guide of Souls that we can start jumping creatures over these guys. Did Andrew miss his Guide of Souls trigger? I think it is a semi-important question.
It did seem. I don't think he gained his life or his energy, so I think he did miss it.
Yeah, and we have a Miracled Metamorphosis Fanatic, and we know that there is a Troll. Wait, did the Troll get exiled to the Tassiger? Or no?
I'm not sure if the troll's still in there. His graveyard is covered up a little bit.
Yeah, his graveyard's
stacked. Would be interesting. So what are we resolving right? Oh, because of Glarb. Glarb can surveil too.
We're surveilling, trying to maybe hit a creature, but instead we just
that makes sense.
2 mana, 4/4 lifelinker, not bad, not great.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
6/5 lifelinking troll, but
yeah,
I had to use that for the Tasker.
I think sometimes that's the biggest like drawback of Tassiger is, oh, I guess I messed up and exiled the wrong card.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have some graveyard synergies online, but sometimes you just want to cast your big Tarmogoyf.
Yep. So next turn, Andrew could be kind of off to the races. He has the City's Blessing, I believe.
Yes.
And
even with the missed energy trigger, he just has the ability to cast Peter plus the rebounded Ephemerate gives him the 3 energy to start attacking. And yeah, I think the opponent is kind of sensing that this ground battle isn't really going to do it for me. I do want to start putting some pressure on. And like the ground is already pretty blocked off by a 4/4 lifelink or these Ocelot Pride tokens or whatever aren't swinging in.
Yeah.
We're seeing the writing on the wall here and trying to at least apply a little bit of pressure, but he's just going to gain so much life with Guide Pride. We see Cloud and Neoform, both
interesting,
pretty strong cards here. Cloud representing
he can use
a ton of reload with Skull Clamp, and Neoform representing basically anything.
Yeah. So he gets rid of Cloud.
I wonder if this is like Neoform. I keep thinking about this play because it's like just so sweet. I recommended this line way too often in the previous rounds, but just like Neoform for Herbor and start shoving.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly.
It's really good, especially with the Safekeeper. It means that like it's actual Wrath or Bust and puts a real timer on this game to end. So we can see it here after we rebound for another 1-drop. That gives us our first Guide of Souls trigger, and then we could cast the 1-drop and cast Neoform still for 3 triggers, and then we can jump a creature. Start just going.
Now, I know Andrew and I have talked about Peter Parker a couple times, and it is kind of a combo-y-ish build. So I don't remember exactly the combo he has to win.
It's good. It's a lot of high quality, good stuff. Bant creatures. There's no like straight up infinites in it. There are a lot of like synergies here, like tutoring the Mockingbird to copy potentially Herbor the following turn, or Bright Glass Gear Hulk, stuff like that. But there's nothing that just says,
Yeah.
"Hey, I win the game. You take infinite damage and die." Or whatever.
Right. Those are my favorites. That's what I like playing.
I tend to shy away from those.
Right.
Sometimes I'll play combo kill every once in a while.
Yeah, says the guy who almost got me with the Mesmeric Orb and Hostility.
I was more thinking of when I was playing, like, trying out Doctor Doom. But, that works.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so what do we got here? We have 4 mana, we have a Mockingbird, we have a Neoform, and we have a Draw Step.
And we have a Stare Down.
And I think we maybe missed a second energy trigger.
Yep.
Feels
and
like...
I believe a life. He didn't get the life either. He should be at 20 technically.
Yeah, 2 energy and 2 life here. Both of which kind of relevant because you really want to gain life. He's got to hit these triggers, right? I think the plan is like Neoform Spider-Man into a 3-drop or something here and gain. There we go.
There we go. All right, so
gain 2 life, get 2 energy.
Missed a bunch of them, but hey,
we still have enough to jump a creature with Guided Souls this turn if we just cast the Neoform or the Mockingbird.
Yeah,
I almost think Mockingbird the Ocelot Prize.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I almost think doing that, getting the other energy, then swinging in with Ocelot Pride.
Yeah.
Getting the life gain from Ocelot Pride, swinging over the air.
Ooh, and we see a Logic Knot, meaning that there's no third energy, which means no jumping this turn. If he hadn't missed one of these 2 previous energy triggers, but like. This is 7th round we've played today. It's so easy.
Right. It is.
He's got like 400 permanents to play. It's really easy to start stumbling over yourself and missing some stuff. We'll see if.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, we can't really ship into the 4/4 now, but we do get 2, notably an extra spider and 2 cats from the Pride.
Yeah, I think you just pass, get the triggers.
Yeah.
So he's looking at
I think we resolve the birthing ritual first in case we hit something that makes an additional token.
Right, that makes sense.
Makes sense.
So he can.
I can't even
he
think
can
of
get up to
ETB make a token, but there might be something in the deck.
Yeah. Okay, sacking the land. Earth-bended, so it comes right back.
Just grabbing a
and gets a
here.
1-drop.
Or 0-drop.
Dryad Arbor.
Ramp. Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume my opponent's double checking to make sure you're allowed to hit something of the same CMC. You don't have to go up.
Yeah, rereading Birthling Ritual, it says X or less, where X is +1.
Yes.
So you can get up to 1 or less.
Yeah,
so
you can go up. You can
so he should be
go down any number.
Getting energy, yeah. Yep. He's doing the stuff. He's looking up the top card with
Formalware.
Milling Formalware is kind of confusing, but I guess it makes
good creatures in the yard to pick up.
I guess that's. I thought he had voice. Doesn't he have Voice of Victory
the
from
Voice
it
of
being?
Victory got spell snared. That is true. We could potentially get that. Maybe he's just trying to find some way to cobble together lethal. I just keep thinking about this Herbivore.
Yeah.
Herbivore deals a lot of damage next turn, especially it's a 2/3 Herbivore off the Neoform too.
Right.
It might still just be like straight up lethal.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just with the one, those are 2 ones too. Oh gosh, yeah, that might be lethal.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out for Andrew's sake, his spider token that he loved to say every time he put into play. And then we have also Richard's much less fun spider token for the second one.
Yeah, Richard's our sponsor, Alfie's Tokens, which are very cool tokens. Don't get me wrong, I love their tokens.
It's hard to beat Spider.
It is definitely hard to beat Spider.
Yeah, we sack Ranger Captain to make sure we don't get Wrath this turn. This might just be Neoform Herbivore kill you.
So okay, Herboroid is a 4-drop though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm thinking that's true. We can't do that. We don't have any threes. Oh no. I was thinking the Ranger Captain Monster. That's what I
That's
was.
why, yeah, but
That's what I was playing.
that's why I'm a little. I guess save yourself from the wrath is better than getting hit, like not sacking it and
We
trying
could
to
have
go for
also like
lethal.
saved the formal wear and then like formal wear back the Ranger Captain and then Neo from the Ranger Captain.
I
He might
agree.
he
I'm
might
not
got it.
sure.
He might have a different plan. He's got one unknown in hand. We don't know what he's up to.
Yeah, he has an unknown and Neoform. Now 2 unknowns. Maybe it's a helping hand or jolted awake or something like that. Both are viable options to
See
bring back the.
classic tank here. I mean, it makes sense when you're trying to think about every card in your deck. It's so much easier on Moto sometimes, where you see the Neoform in your hand, you're like, all right, hang on, let me click over to my deck list and double check that I'm not forgetting
Yep.
about a creature that I could grab here.
I've done that about 45 times as
Yeah.
I'm have Enlightened Tutor in my hand or
Yeah.
Word of Invention.
Much
So it's
harder to do in
interesting.
the moment, but we
It's
could.
interesting to me of where Andrew's at. I definitely would be slamming Neoform, I think. But Neoform can be countered. And
Yeah.
part of the cast for Neoform
Is to
is
sack that creature.
sacrificing. So
Yeah. Another reason maybe we could have
so
kept that formal wear and got back the Voice of Victory to protect the Neoform.
right.
It's another
Again,
option.
that's where the confusion for me. But Andrew is
So we'll
a masterful pilot. He
just
made it to top 8 and I did not.
jumping the pride here.
Yep, jump the pride, give him 2 counters, hit for 3 in the air, gain 3,
Yeah, my worry is
prepare
that if
your
we're
token.
sacking Ranger Captain Berserker Slips from Wrath, I feel like we want a flashier turn than this. I don't know what that entails, but
Yeah. So you can't block.
hit for 3, gain 3, gets your
Yep.
pride trigger online.
Notable to say, this round 1 game or game 1 of this match has taken almost 30 minutes.
Yeah, that is the classic.
So
Prismatic ending the Glarb.
prismatic ending the Glarb. Glarb is notably a 3 mana, 3 cost. So
Surveil away Gataxian
surveil.
Probe. And think about the card on top here. Makes sense. I think you want taking down the Glarb, make sure that it's less likely that you just get randomly combo killed. One of the things that you're worried about besides a Wrath. I am worried though, like this game's a toxic deluge away from getting blown wide open.
Very much, and he's not at a low enough life total where Toxic Deluge even hurts him.
Yeah, exactly. Without the ability to like pressure the board more.
Retro. Here's a waterlog teachings to could potentially go get. I guess it has to get an instant
or card with flash. I mean,
card with flash. So that doesn't.
Unless he's playing to consume the meek, I don't know if this can find a Wrath.
I kind of doubt that he's playing consume the meek. This could get him. Could get him like tainted pact.
Oh yeah, Tainted Pact finds the Wrath the real roundabout way. That checks out to me.
Yeah. Because I know he runs both demonic consultations and tainted pact, which makes sense. Oh, there it is.
Tainted Pact.
Man, I'm good.
And if he has the Jason hand, it could just be a kill here, straight up, or it could just be a Tainted Pact for Wrath.
Notably, Andrew does have is that a green white lands? I think it is. I think he has the blue white tapped and
Portico up.
Yeah, Lush Portico and a Dryad Arbor. So he could have Reprieve in hand, potentially. But it is a little hard to counter with only white and green mana.
Ooh.
So Legolas Quick Reflexes.
Ooh, that's a spicy one. You get to kill. I guess you just want to sack a land here and also counter the prismatic ending and then surveil 2 again. I mean, that's just a lot of good value. Not a card I would have been thinking about from a Glarb deck, but it makes sense when your commander has a tap ability and has Death Touch, so any amount of damage it deals can kill anything. Has a lot of deck synergy. It's just such an odd looking card in like a super creature light deck. But yeah, we target probably like the Ocelot Pride and force them to sack a land. Or not sack a land.
That's rough.
I feel like we always want to protect that one with the Sylvan Safekeeper, no?
I thought that's what would have been. I don't know. I don't know the logic here. Maybe Andrew just has like the ace up the sleeve here. Maybe he has the one card that we don't know of that he
It's worth
needs. I'm
not
not
sacking
sure.
your land for. Maybe his brain's burning out for 7 rounds. Who could say?
That could also be it. That's also the most difficult part of a cut to top 8 in any tournament is you just played 6 hours of Magic and now you have to play at least.
Yeah. Not only you just have to play like up to 3 more, but it's also like the cream of the crop, the hardest opponents in the room.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I know you just beat this guy who just learned how to play Duel Commander. Here's a guy who's about to win first place.
Oko going to the bottom there, but suddenly this is feeling a lot worse without the guide plus pride, without the ability to like go grab an Herboroid to pair with all these like million tokens. Now it's feeling pretty strongly in Glarb's favor. And we still
That's the thing.
we still just have this tainted pack now. We don't even necessarily need to Wrath because the board's more under control now.
I think that's the tough part is like we said, he could just have Jace in hand, play Jace, Tainted Pact, win game. And in the same instance, Andrew isn't really. I mean, he has his opponent at 13 life to 28, which is
Hardcast Harvester of Misery. That is certainly about to harvest some of Andrew's misery here.
Yeah, that is tough. That is a brutal board wipe. I can think the only thing that could save him here is like the reprieve. Yeah, nope.
Picking up our guys. That's tough.
That is rough. That was a rough blowout. Right. I almost think if I'm Andrew here, I consider scooping.
Just the demoralizing blow here. Like, his board's so overwhelming. You get to gain 4 life here, attack when you're attacked for 8.
Like you're on a.
Oh my god. I would probably just pick him up better for that. But Andrew's telling me top 8, you just want to play them all out. You never know what happens. The rounds run times, you're not under any pressure.
Yeah, but I like with his hand can't be. I don't know.
There has psychic damage there.
Yeah.
That is such a brutal turn of events.
Oh, so he does only take 4 that round, by the way, because the Harvester of Misery -2, -2.
That's true, yeah. Good catch.
But I don't know if that makes it any better.
Yeah.
Again, our opponent has Tainted Pact. And Andrew knows he has Tainted Pact.
Doesn't even have to cast it because it's so far. Yeah, it's really rough when you're so far ahead that you're like, I don't need this demonic tutor. I'll just wait on it just in case.
Right. So Abhorrent Oculus could turn this around. He is at 15 life. This is 3 swings away from killing him.
Yeah, blocks
and maybe
don't fill the ground.
Now that makes a little bit more sense for the pre-war Formaware because he was trying to fill the graveyard for Oculus.
Plenty stocked.
It is plenty stocked now in the way that he probably wouldn't want it to be. The other aspect of it is he could like Neoform
the Oculus seems tough. I don't think any 4-drop's going to be higher card quality than that.
Yeah.
The days of Herboroid are long past, and we can't like develop the initiative cards, staring down 4 creatures on the other side. I think we're just gonna. We don't even like attempt to resolve the birthday ritual trigger. There's no point in checking.
It is a May, I believe. Yeah. So.
I mean, you're just allowed to like look at your top 7 and be like, no, let's put these to the bottom, but he just doesn't even want to.
Yeah, but once you look at the top 7, it could potentially ruin. You know, like I think keeping the 7 unknown helps in that moment because you can top deck better.
We just dismember. We just have our lone manifest dread versus 4 giant idiots.
Yeah. 3 and a Glarb. Feel bad.
Yeah, I guess Clark doesn't need to swing in. He'll sit back, do some surveillance, take
Yeah.
13 here,
Take
2-turn clock.
Goes to 9. This is where the real psychic damage takes place for me, because I would be like, all right.
Like, this is when I start going, I don't think I have any outs here. I don't think any card in my deck can win.
Yeah, then you top deck a Strike Force and
With that,
stuff like that happens.
Does go to show there are some times where you don't think there are cards, and then you draw a card, you're like, oh, huh, this does put me back in the game. I cannot think of a card like that in Andrew's deck here, but we'll see.
I don't think he runs.
No Terminus.
Does he run Wrath? Does he?
I mean,
I don't think he
does.
Parallax
Parallax Wave, but that's not going to do a lot at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got way too many creatures to be on like Supreme Verdict or something here.
And you're also staring down a Tainted Pack too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's also,
even if you Miracle Terminus, your opponent's also just gonna like Tainted Pack kill you in a couple of turns.
Miracle Terminus is not something I've thought about in a long time. I still do the Miracle Draw. Just in case, even though I have not played a Miracle card and I don't know how long.
I can't imagine. I'd mess up playing Metamorphosis Fanatic in paper constantly. I'd just be like, draw, put it right in my hand. Shit.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. We're untapping. We're thinking, what do we got? We're stepping away from the table. Talking to a judge.
Talking to a judge? Hey, judge, if I cheat right now and
if
flip this table...
If I pick up like 4 cards out of my graveyard, do you think my opponent would be cool with it?
You think if I put pre-war Formaware from exile back into my hand because I had the choice of drawing it,
and also
you think
maybe take this plow too, just
yeah.
free? Do you think they'd be nice enough to let me do that?
Hey, Judge, you think I can copy this Swords to Plowshares a couple times without any copy spells?
All right, what do we got? What do we got here?
This is where he pretends to have a card.
I can't even see what it is.
What is Andrew up to with this sneaky talk to the judge?
Sneaky judge golf. 5 mana, deal 18 damage. Probably gets countered anyway.
I'll Grape Shot in blue, white, green somehow.
Storm's 18, right?
Yeah, Storm counts 15 at least.
All right, 2 mana. What do we got? Something big? Oh, right. Okay, that's fair. We're asking Springheart and Antuco questions. My guess would be something along the lines of like Springheart and Antuco, my opponent's creature. Do I get to copy it or something? Which I think the answer is yes.
The answer is no.
No.
Springheart and Antuco says if it's attached to a creature you control, then you can pay 2 and make a copy of it. I know this because Richard stole my Springheart and Antuco one match. And it upset me dearly. And this is where we get the counter spell.
We're gonna Noxious Revival.
Logic
Knot with the Glarb.
Oh my gosh. That hurt my heart.
Noxious Revival Glarb is pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie.
That's insanely good. Holy wow. He could have just put on the extra spice and surveilled too. Oh, there's a counter spell. Noxious Revival. I guess I'll put it back. Oh, I guess I'm gonna cast it.
Brutal game for Andrew there.
Again, that was a 33 minute?
38-minute long game one. That's the Glarb way.
That would wear me out mentally.
You're
just watching it.
You're here for a good time and a long time. But also, you can't just like kill people on like turn 5 or whatever. You can set up your Thought Lash or your Doomsday or whatever, and they just can die.
For sure. I mean, Glarb has those 2 modes of being able to finish it off quickly and or holding it out until you can get the win. But nevertheless, Peter Parker and his pilot Andrew can win games pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
And he's not out of it.
Incredible draws.
He's on the play.
Yeah. we saw in round 5, I got run over by a pretty quick like Vanadork into a 2-drop into Neoform for Oculus. Just hard to answer. Just like got completely flattened. His deck has some really potent aggro draws.
Definitely. I mean, if I ever get it back in running order, I play a similar kind of build with Lannis, but my build is very artifact combo heavy. So I play like Painter Servant, Grindstone, Urza, Academy Manufacturer, everything that just wants to go, yay, we win the game now. Or I'm going to take 15 turns for a second. You just sit back and, think about stuff. So that's kind of what I want Lannis to do, but I haven't got her. I don't know. I have her little deconstructed at the moment. I play a lot of paper Magic though, so like a lot of my decks are paper. Even while I'm recording this, I'm surrounded by piles of cards, thinking of building a cloud deck. Cough, cough.
Who could be a cloud
not for
player?
any? Yeah, like not for any particular reason. Not that I've lost to cloud on MTGO too many times to count. But yep. Now we're getting into round 2.
Game 2 here. There's something that I caught my eye about this Glarb deck, and like I said at the start of the match, I'm very unfamiliar with the Glarb decks, but I don't think they all play. He looks like he has like kind of a Reanimator sub-theme with Metamorphosis Fanatic, Troll, the Harvester of Misery. It does make some sense, because you have like Glarb, you have the ability to surveil, you can pack your graveyard with some stuff. I would expect that there's not like, like careful study Archon of Cruelty and stuff. I think it is, like I said, like a sub-theme. It is just kind of a couple of value reanimates, if anything.
So he starts with the Harmonized Trio and gets Mental Misstepped. That is a rough start.
Almost done. Mental Misstep. I'm shit-talking the Harmonized Trio maybe a little bit too much. We were laughing about it earlier. It's maybe a little bit suspect, maybe a little bit pet card. It's got some obvious good synergies. Harmonized Trio into turn 2, Peter Parker is just like a real clean play.
Yeah, and Harmonized Trio has its ups and downs for sure. But potentially having a Brainstorm every other turn or almost every turn could just win you the game in some instances.
Giving you a lot of extra card advantage back. Rebuild from the sweeper.
I've thought about putting it into King T'Challa and building a creature heavy King T'Challa deck. But I don't have the guts for it. I'll just be honest. I think King T'Challa is a control deck, and it should be as such. Definitely. So I'm playing it as a control deck.
Likes to just all right,
he's crying about his Harmonized Trio. He's gonna take one and play the Peter Parker. Get the spider.
Get the spider. Get the spider token out of here. Get the spider.
Yeah. Richard watching from the sidelines probably going, ugh, use my token, please.
Use the other token. We see Tamiyo. This card is a bit of a beating. It's just so much value. But all
right, so hear me out. If those of the Duel Commander Committee are ever watching this, unban Nadu.
No, absolutely not. You could have said like
unban Nadu.
You could have said so many cards there before Nadu. I thought you were going to say Tamiyo, which also absolutely not. But
no. Tamiyo should never. And I just want Nadu as in the 99. I don't want Nadu as a commander.
We got to respect the block. You got to respect the block, the 0-3 with my 2-1 reach.
Yeah. I mean, now he knows that the 0-3 is not going to get through. So
you got to show him that you mean business. Skyclave.
It's a sign of. Skyclave?
Yes, that's a strong one for answering a Tamiyo here. It's like taking.
He's asking what. He's like, no. Oh, did you take the one?
Oh no, that's a Verge, right? So he doesn't actually have double white.
Oh,
the Verge only taps.
He's a cheater. No, just kidding. But yeah, got him hard. All right, so he's like, all right, I guess I just gotta play Guide to the Souls.
Tough stuff.
Man,
mana is very, very good in this format, but it isn't always free. You do see the occasional punishes like this.
For sure. Neoform the Peter Parker. Here we go.
That's gotta eat a counterspell.
Yeah. I don't imagine. What's Andrew's prepared.
Yeah, what are we countering
He's
back
got
with?
something. Days?
Yeah, days maybe.
He has the island. It could be a force. He wasn't ready to pitch a card, so I don't know. Maybe he was just bluffing. Maybe he was like, come on.
Mind games, yeah, maybe just... What?
He's like, I just got a harmonized trio, man.
Bringing back the harmonized trio.
Just let me get a neoform.
I just wanted a neoform for another harmonized trio.
Yeah, of course. I'm just trying to get brainstorm. And
he was so ready with that days. He could not
with
have
the
cast
days.
that faster. He was excited to put that one on the stack. And now, what do we think? He's just got to be Oculus here. He just like
Oculus for sure.
Yeah.
Oculus, and then you gotta hope it survives.
Opponent's tapped out, so you do guarantee some amount of value at the very least. Like you get your 2/2 plus the removal spell at the very worst.
For sure. You know, thinking back to the last game too. Not that I'm not sure because of the lack of counter spells that Andrew might have had, but those couple of missed triggers with the Guide of Souls may have cost him the game.
It definitely could have, like, he could have jumped an extra creature, right? Maybe a creature that would have survived the
right. The Harvester.
The Harvester, yeah.
He's swinging with the spider because now he doesn't need the spider as a blocker.
And now he's not forgetting his not forgetting his energy triggers now.
Yeah.
Probably kicking himself after game 1.
Don't worry, Andrew. If you're watching this, when we play, I'll let you forget your energy triggers.
I've never forgotten a trigger in my entire life. Never once.
Never once.
Not even once. Certainly never on camera.
Even...
I don't
Absolutely.
actually know. I probably forgot at least one trigger during this event.
Oh, I for sure have.
But
I've
already forgotten if I have. Therefore, I haven't.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't remember doing it, so it didn't happen.
Schrodinger's box. It could have happened. It could have never happened. We don't know.
All right. So what do we got here?
All right. So the hardest part about a daze is it does set you back. He is on the play, so it kind of reverses the turn order here a little bit.
Yeah. Also, when you're cheating the mana curve a little bit with the Oculus too. So
right.
You're kind of just
the other aspect of it.
To victory.
Maybe he has a forest or a plains on the top of his deck that he can play and get the Hushwood Verge on. Yeah, and that would be cool because he could. I think if I'm the Galar player here, if I don't have answers in my hand, which I think he probably does, but if I don't have answers in my hand right now, I probably just slam Glarb, hope to get there faster than my opponent could kill me.
Yeah, slam Glarb and try to combo, or slam Glarb, upkeep Surveil, try to find a Wrath. Because you're going to die in a couple turns. So it's a Shifting Woodland.
Shifting Woodland comes in untapped because the tropical island is a forest.
Yep. A card that looks maybe a little funky. Does play a little bit into that Reanimate or something that we mentioned, but also plays into if your Thought Lash ever gets countered, you can get a copy of it.
Absolutely. All right, so looking at the top card.
We do just see Glarb go. The fact that we're not attacking with the... Oh, we can't attack with Tammy. Stuff. Never mind. I was thinking that, are we on chump block duty, trying to gear up towards Wrath? But it's also, chump attack duty is not good.
Yeah, I think Tamio into the Oculus might be a bad call, but who knows?
Skull Clamp here.
Get Skull Clamp. He's probably going to eat the spider.
Spider's not attacking.
Is he going to eat the spider?
Well. Maybe we just put the clamp on the Oculus. There's a play.
He decides to play Dryad. He decides,
instead of Island. There we go.
Yeah.
And gain that crucial third life for the Guide of Souls trigger. That makes sense.
Little land ninjutsu there.
Yeah. Didn't make any other plays, so pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
And
it does by note turn on the Hushwood Verge. The Dryad Arbor is a forest.
Yeah, it does tap for white now.
He assures him, no, I can't win this turn. No, of course not. Why would I win? And I don't know what they're saying, actually.
We're
I'm
gonna attack
just
for
making it up.
6. With my
I'd imagine
gigantic
attacking in for 6 and then making the spider or the Guidasouls maybe fly and jump over.
Oh yeah, we can jump a second creature, so maybe we just jump the spider. Nope. Are we jumping the Oculus? We should jump something, right? We want to kill. Yeah, there we go.
I think we
Gestures 3
jump.
energy.
Interesting. That's a move. So the Oculus goes up to what? 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 1, so 9 damage in the air. I guess that's something, but he can just block with Tamio.
Yeah, I wonder if we wanted to jump the spider instead, just to diversify our threat base a little bit. But maybe we want to make the Oculus as big as possible to play around like a Toxic Deluge or something.
Sure.
Make a Toxic Deluge really hurt.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see him blocking with Tamio though, to be honest.
Yep,
I think he can just take 5 if he has a Wrath here. He just wipes him out.
Take a truckload of damage. Yeah, but Deluge is off the table now. The other one's not off the table. The one that we just talked about because that's CMC based.
Yeah,
but
Damnation is also
there. Yeah, Damnation with a 4th land being specific
right.
Black Source. We get the upkeep.
He's like, oh hey, we missed this trigger, and
yeah, that one's an easy one to
I need to put
pass right over when you say go, and your opponent just immediately goes to draw the card. And you're like, wait.
Oh, for sure.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Thought Lash.
That's not good. That's not good for anyone involved. But
it's good for one player involved.
We know, no, it's not, because we know that Andrew has a Skyclave.
Oh, that is true.
And that is the worst. Like, he's playing.
Can we mill ourselves to subtlety and pray it's above the Jace?
That is something, I guess.
If we have another blue card in hand.
Yeah. All right, so he's gonna play Skyclave.
I mean, at the very least, you should start milling your cards to like stack your deck for like a Wrath on top, or like shut down a bunch of the Oculus damage. So I think that's what we're gonna see here for the next minute or two, is counting how much damage is being prevented here, and then finding a good card that we want to keep on the top of the deck, or potentially finding the subtlety and just stopping the Skyclave altogether.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be subtlety, right? But he has to have a blue card to pitch.
Yeah, and
so I could play into it.
The Jace is above the subtlety.
Right.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
9, 10.
Yeah, I imagine we're probably not stopping until we hit Wrath, maybe Wrath, or definitely Subtlety with blue card, or maybe we just have to stop if we hit Jace. But maybe Jace isn't good enough when the Thought Lash is telling.
Jace could be in hand too, and if Jace is in hand, this is nasty.
Hand, oh, there's the Subtlety. Yeah, if Jace is in hand, I think he's just saying, "Okay, I'm going to exile my entire deck minus 1 card, and then slam Jace next turn." But
so he says, "Okay, Subtlety, Skyclave. Skyclave goes on top." He's asking how much damage is prevented.
Yeah. This much.
I'm pretty sure it's enough.
Yeah. And if not, we can keep going unless we find the Jace. But also we have a Tamio to block a gigantic eyeball.
Yeah. He's asking, like, does it matter? Come on, Andrew. Just let me win this game. Andrew's like, I don't want to let you win this game. I want to sack my Misty Rainforest, get it a counterspell.
We putting that one back on top.
Because he could sack.
Oh! Yeah, he had to resleeve his deck last round. He's only played 1 game with this, so the cards are all freshly sleeved.
So I imagine he's putting Skyclave on the bottom, which is I think probably the best move, because you don't want to draw into it next. Well,
the problem is that you're just dead, right? This game is going to end.
Yeah,
because your opponent has Glarb and Thought Lash in play and is going to just loot them, like mill themselves into Jace and then kill you. So I don't really know if he has a plan here.
I think the only plan possible is like a force of negation, but he's revealing only an island in hand, right? Like, am I missing something?
I believe. I mean, your out is that your opponent doesn't think about their combo, and then you get another turn to live.
You're out as your opponent doesn't know how to play their deck.
You never know. We did see
I do it all
last
the
round in
time.
the quarterfinals. The 2099 player missed the wild ride in the graveyard to attack for lethal, so
Oof, that is rough.
is a tough miss. But after 7 rounds, you're burnt out. But it's hard to miss the marquee combo of your deck, which is Thought Lash plus Glarb.
Right.
Well, harder to miss your face-up tricks, especially when you're already in the zone of hitting the subtlety.
So right now he's searching with Misty Rainforest. I imagine he goes and gets like Tropical Island. Or like I don't know. I don't know what he could potentially get here to even come close to saving him. He needs a counterspell. He needs one of those counters. He needs a Force of Negation, really, because Force exiles it.
Yeah, but I think everything's known, right? I think his hand is face up. It's
Yeah.
that island. The only things that aren't known are these manifests, but I don't think he's going to flip over something that's going to stop Jace from killing him.
Yeah. If he had one more mana, he could have a Haywire Might.
That's true. I guess maybe we're going to clamp, try to hit like another counter spell here, a free counter spell, Force Negation or something.
Yeah, but again, I guess he would need to hit both
Blue card Force.
Force and a blue card. Yeah.
I think Andrew mentioned he's not playing Force Negation in his deck when we were talking earlier. Not enough blue cards in the deck. But I mean, draw your 2 cards. See if you have something on the top that gets you out of this.
Then he needs to cheat and play Force of Will. That's the only way he wins. And committee, please don't ever unban Force of Will. I need that to stay banned.
Yeah,
that can stay banned.
I'm good on getting Force of Will by Oracle.
Yeah. Imagine playing Urtai 5 times a week and never getting anything to resolve, even when his mana is tapped. I hated those days. Yeah, I don't see a way that Andrew can win this without Force of Negation.
Yeah, I think we're leaving on top here. I guess an out is that the card underneath Subtlety was Jace, and the mandatory exile of the Thought Lash would exile it, but then the Surveil means that we can ensure that that's not the case.
So right, because you can mix up the order and...
Yeah, we leave a card on top with the Glarb Surveil, so we exile one of the cumulative upkeep that's definitely not a Jace, and then we mill ourselves down. Sounds like we're talking through the line here. Yep.
He goes, okay, we're getting rid of Reflecting Pool.
This is mill myself to Jace, cast Jace, mill myself plus Jace. And he just drew.
He had Dismember and a land, is that what's in his hand? Oh, man. Well,
that's going to be the match.
Andrew couldn't do much about it. Thought Lash is a powerful card.
Yeah, tough combo to interact with, especially in your creature deck. But that's going to be the end of Andrew's run here. But we will be still covering the finals here in the next video where Glarb goes up against Airtie. So stay tuned for that video coming out tomorrow, I guess, if you're watching this on YouTube.